In the silent language of facial expressions, it is often not the features themselves that reveal the deepest insights, but the tension that hides within and between them. While facial profiling often focuses on the structure of the face, eyes, nose, lips, forehead, there is a more subtle, equally powerful dimension: facial tension and muscle activation. These are the tiny, often involuntary contractions that indicate how much a person is holding back, controlling, or repressing. This episode explores how the patterns of muscular tension on the face reveal emotional regulation, psychological defense mechanisms, leadership style, and the hidden costs of high performance. The human face contains over 40 muscles, many of which are connected directly to the emotional centers of the brain. These muscles are not just tools for expression, they are messengers of the unconscious mind. When someone says they are fine, but their jaw is tight, their brow furrowed, and their smile forced, their face tells a different story. This discrepancy is where facial profiling steps in, not just to decode what is seen, but to understand what is being hidden. Let's begin with the forehead. Persistent tension in the forehead, especially between the brows, signals cognitive overload. It's common among individuals who take on too much responsibility, who overthink, or who feel the need to be in control at all times. Leaders with vertical or diagonal lines between the eyebrows often carry a heavy mental burden. These are the strategists, the fixers, the perfectionists who live in a constant state of readiness. While their focus and drive are admirable, the muscle patterns reveal their inability to rest, to let go, to delegate. Now move to the area around the eyes. The orbicularis oculi muscle, which surrounds the eyes, is highly sensitive to emotional shifts. A genuine smile involves the eyes crinkling at the corners. This is known as the Duchenne marker. When the eyes remain cold or tight during a smile, it may indicate forced politeness or emotional disconnection. Leaders who consistently show tension around the eyes without softness may be struggling with trust issues, emotional burnout, or suppressed empathy. They may be performing connection without truly feeling it. The cheeks, too, are muscular indicators of control. High cheek tension often belongs to individuals who are trying to maintain composure in the face of inner turbulence. In meetings or negotiations, this looks like clenched cheeks, slightly pursed lips, or stiff smiles. Such tension is common in people who have learned to suppress vulnerability. It is a learned armor, a way of showing strength by masking emotion. But over time, this suppression comes at a cost. It disconnects them from others and from themselves. The nose and the area between the nostrils also play a role. Flaring nostrils during moments of stress or confrontation indicate rising emotional energy. It may signal anger, fear, or the need to assert dominance. When this occurs frequently in a person's baseline expression, it reveals a heightened fight or flight readiness. Focus AI detects these micro movements and interprets them as emotional pressure points. Such people may be under chronic stress, constantly on guard, even in seemingly calm environments. Now let's look at the mouth and jaw. The masseter muscles, the ones used for chewing, are some of the strongest in the body. When they are constantly tense, the result is a clenched jaw or grinding of teeth. This is one of the clearest indicators of suppressed anger, unresolved frustration, or unexpressed opinion. Leaders who habitually tighten their jaw during conversation may be biting back criticism, resentment, or fear of being misunderstood. The tighter the jaw, the heavier the emotional load they carry. Over time, this becomes more than just a physical trait. It becomes part of their emotional identity. The lips themselves are expressive muscles. Thin, tightly pressed lips may suggest emotional withholding. These individuals are often not quick to share how they feel. They protect themselves through silence or diplomacy. On the other hand, overly stretched or tight smiles may indicate a need to perform emotional availability. It's the classic smile through the pain pattern. In leadership, this often manifests as burnout masked with charisma. The person may seem upbeat and approachable, but their face tells a story of internal depletion. Tension around the chin and lower face, especially dimpling or creasing, is linked to emotional restraint. The chin acts like an emotional valve. People who experience sadness or vulnerability but don't feel safe expressing it often show tension here. It's common among high performers who feel the pressure to always be composed. They may have been told, directly or indirectly, that emotion is weakness. As a result, they build emotional dams in their face dams that eventually crack under pressure. The neck and lower facial tension, though not part of the face per se, complete the picture. Tense neck muscles, visible strain during speech, or tightness when swallowing are indicators of psychological resistance. These individuals may struggle to express what they truly think or feel. Their voice may be firm, but their body reveals hesitation. This is especially noticeable during difficult conversations or moments of confrontation. Focus AI tracks these moments with remarkable accuracy, capturing the physiological markers of emotional conflict. Understanding these muscular patterns is not about labeling people. It's about offering them insight into their own emotional regulation style. Many people are not even aware of their facial tension. They have learned to live with it. They wear it like a badge of responsibility. But once made aware, they begin to see the link between how they feel and how they lead. Tension in the face becomes a mirror for tension in the psyche. In executive coaching, these insights are powerful. A leader who learns to soften their eyes during conflict builds trust. One who learns to release jaw tension finds their voice. A manager who becomes aware of their forehead strain may begin to delegate more effectively. A founder who recognizes the sadness in their chin tension may finally grieve a loss they've been ignoring. This is the transformational power of facial profiling, not just to diagnose, but to guide. When teams begin using Focus AI to understand facial tension, the entire culture begins to shift. Meetings become more emotionally intelligent. Feedback becomes more nuanced. Performance becomes more human. Instead of punishing emotion, the organization learns to read it, respect it, and respond to it with wisdom. Of course, not all tension is bad. In fact, some tension is necessary. It shows engagement, presence, and emotional investment. The key is balance. Chronic, unresolved tension signals misalignment. Healthy tension shows someone is alive, responsive, and aware. Facial profiling helps distinguish between the two. In relationships, this knowledge creates deeper connection. When a partner learns to read the micro strains in the other's face, empathy increases. Instead of asking, "What's wrong?" they begin to say, "I notice your jaw tightened. Are you okay?" These small shifts build psychological safety. They deepen trust. As we close this episode, remember, the muscles of your face are not just for expression. They are records of your emotional journey. Every tightness, every twitch, every wrinkle tells a story. When you learn to read your own tension, you unlock a new level of self-awareness. When you learn to read others, you become a more effective leader, partner, and human being. The face never lies. It just waits for someone to listen.